Welcome to ZSN. It's Christmas Eve for me and Christmas morn for you, all of you babies in my Zaddy Daycare. I miss 1 week and things get a little crazy. But then again, what's wrong with a little crazy? Are you calling me a smidgy bit crazy? I'm the farthest thing from crazy. I'm just stoked because it's championship week, baby. Enough with the blibber blabber. I already said the date, and you best believe you're tuned into the only network that matters. It's Zaddy! So where do we find ourselves with 1 week left? A baddie in the toilet bowl and a baddie in the chip. The league's basement swirlers refusing to flush quietly, the kinds of turds that might require a poop knife intervention. They're Tester and Wes. Who avoids being king or queen of Shit Mountain? Who cares? But speaking of last place, that brings me to Mermaid. Last place for 2 straight seasons, yes. But where is she now? In the chip, staring down the former collusion crash out, the former collusion bro, the collusion expert himself, Knopow. This matchup is poetry, the queen of last place versus the king of dubious offers. How does it end? Well, let's leave it to the players to discuss that for themselves. But before we send to the managers, I might as well admit it now. Ariel, you're better at fantasy football than me. It's obvious. You're in the chip. I'm not. I apologize. Now, here's whatever those freaks have to say.
Zaddy Sports Network, it is good to be back. But before we get into it, let's talk about why I'm back on this set. Honestly, it's because as soon as I left, everything fell apart. The takes got lazy, or they didn't come at all. The picks got sloppy, and suddenly the Jackster in a tie talking really slowly counted as a segment. Turns out removing me didn't calm anything down. It exposed the difference between noise and leadership. Safe to say, the pip has been officially erased from my record. I was never the drama, I was the standard. Because you know I bring the clarity, the accountability, and the confidence to say what everyone else is thinking without panic refreshing the app every 5 minutes. And without that presence, the whole operation unraveled fast. So yes, I'm back, and not because I asked, but because ZSN realized it needed someone who doesn't fold under pressure, like our weak, not in the playoff commissioners. And if you want proof, check the standings. I'm in the championship, and it didn't get here by accident. So let's get into it, Zaddy Sports Network. Let's get into this championship matchup, because my opponent has been acting really confident these past couple of weeks, and now is absolutely grasping at straws in this final week of Zaddy. I earned my way to the championship, and I've reigned as top Zaddy the last few weeks. Then there's Collusion Expert, aka Knopow, who spent almost all season scrambling, sacrificed his family, got cocky, and is now for some reason panic clicking the waiver wire like it's clearance aisle 5 minutes before closing. Multiple waiver claims in a championship week? That doesn't seem like a strategy to me, Knopow. That sounds more like insecurity. Nothing screams, "I'm nervous," louder than throwing darts at a board and hoping that one sticks. But really, if we want to talk lineups, I've got Stafford, who will absolutely be delivering, St. Brown, who might be questionable, but still more reliable than half of his roster, and depth that does not require wishful thinking. Meanwhile, Knopow's starting Jacoby Brissett in a championship game and calling it a plan. 10 wins does not matter if you crumble under pressure. Fantasy titles aren't won by panic moves or by big fat egos. They're won by managers who stay composed when the lights are on. So, enjoy the matchup, everyone. I may be a baddie, but I guarantee that I'm the only one that will be on the nice list in this championship matchup. I sincerely want to thank almost all of you for a great season. And with that, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Wow. Truly one of the things that has ever been said. Poignant stuff, Mermaid. Now over to Knopow.
You guys really let me be a 10-win team after going 0-3, and the fact that I'm the only one, it kind of shows who the true Zaddy is, especially since I'm going for my second title in 3 years anyways. And the fact that I get to face a baddie in a league called Zaddy Daycare, it's just a layup, basically. I mean, the fact that the bar she sets to be better than Thor Fantasy is the only bar she has is pretty sad, because it's not a really high bar to hit, but nonetheless, whatever win she can get, she'll get, because she's not getting one this weekend in the championship. It's no point in her even setting a lineup. Her team is projected for more than me, but projections mean nothing. And that's the sad part, because her team's going to do nothing. She probably still relies on projections to actually think she's going to win or not, because she's so terrible at fantasy. Look, I understand you made the finals in like your third or fourth year of attempting to even make the playoffs. And that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad you made it and you have something to be proud of for a week. But it's going to be really sad when it all comes crashing down that you had no shot to begin with. It's just sad to watch you have a Merry Christmas just to be disappointed 3 days later. So anyways, your disappointment will start on Thursday, actually during Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas. Enjoy him on Raw, putting up 4 points against the Viking defense, and then have a really great weekend when Herbert puts up like another 8 or 10 against the Texans. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, well, hope you had a nice, happy last, few hours, because after tomorrow you're going to be wishing you were already out.
Wow, truly something. Anyways, it's Christmas. What are you doing watching this ugly mug? Go spend time with your family, you degenerates, and more importantly, go track what the Chiefs' third-string QB is going to do against the Broncos' D. I think his name is Oladikin? Nah, until next week, my zaddies and baddies. Stay entertaining.